So the first thing we do with our fireboard is make a little indentation there. Hey, Mr. Spider. There you go, Mommy. So first thing is we're going to burn in that hole. We're going to burn in the pie. And all right. There we go, mate. Okay, so there we have our nice little hole, a nice little pie, and we're going to save all of this dust right here. This is where a saw comes in real handy. Joop, joop, and you're done. So you want to carve your notch 1/8 to 1/6 the slice of the pie, and you want to come up and almost touch the center, but not quite. Okay. Getting closer. And closer, and closer. Okay, we're getting real close now. Right there. Alright, so we have all the parts for our fire kit. We have our fireboard here, that's the feminine entity. We have our spindle, the masculine entity, right? We have our handhold here, our bow, and we have a nice thing here to catch our coal, and we have a nice tinder bundle made of super dry birch bark. Hopefully it's going to catch very nice. So you always want to put out some gratitude for all the materials, the trees, the bark, everything that went into this, and hold that space. Okay, we gotta build our dust up a little higher. Okay, so we're just gonna make a tiny adjustment to our spindle here. Bring it down in size just a little and make it just even more perfectly round. Absolutely perfect. And then we want to make sure that that top is nicely pointed. So what we have here is a little bit of hemlock pitch that we're just going to scrape right off of there. I'm going to put that right into our handhold here. Add a little bit of extra lube. Gotta have some lube. So we stick that right up in there, and then we got some nice lube there. Perfect. Okay, we got a nice coal here. Hallelujah. Thank you, Earth Mother. Thank you, balsam fir. Thank you, all those little adjustments. And that little bit of hemlock pitch that we stuck in the top to give it a bit of lube. So once you get the coal, it's going to very gently remove the fireboard, but you want to make sure that that coal has time to coalesce. There's no hurry now. We have all the time. The rain isn't going to pour on our head right now. Okay, good. So there we have a beautiful coal. Look at that. So beautiful. Now, we just got to get our tinder bundle to light. There we go. And there we go. Thank you so much. Woo! Awesome. Awesome. So that is how you make fire after 2 days of rain. I think the gratitude and always having the right materials have played the biggest part. So that's the key. Use your lips, your built-in hydrometer there, and play around with it. Always experiment with different materials and different weather conditions. The more you test your skills, the more you're going to grow, and the more fun it will be. You know, I've come out here before and done virtually the same thing and not had success. So, you know, it just takes practice and going after it. You gotta really want it. And always, you want to have a lot of gratitude in your heart when you go through the process. Because it's not easy, okay? You want to have patience with yourself and patience with the process. I am so grateful. I cannot tell you how many times I've tried that and it didn't work. But this time, I paid extra close attention. Last time I picked a balsam fir that was a little bit on the edge. It took me hours to get a coal. Hours. And when I finally got the coal, my tinder bundle was a little too wet. And it went out like that. So you have to make sure everything is in place before you start the fire, before you even generate the coal. I think I had a coyote stalking me earlier when he heard that. He came to check it out and heard a couple branches break, and I saw a tail. And I don't think it was a deer. So, whenever you're making the bow drill, you always want to strive for perfect parts and perfect form. So you want your bow to be roughly the length of your armpit to your fingertips, okay? You want your spindle to be basically from your pinky to your thumb in length and roughly the width of your thumb. But if you have a huge ass thumb, you want to think smaller, maybe 3/4 of an inch maximum, okay? The wider it is, the harder it's going to be to actually get your coal. Though in some cases when it's really damp, you might want a wider spindle to help dry that dust out. Okay? Your fireboard, you want to be about a thumb width, okay, in thickness, and you want it to be relatively square here. When you burn, after you burn in your hole, you want to carve your notch, and your notch is going to be roughly 1/8 or 1/6 the slice of the pie. You want it to come up and just barely, but not quite, touch the center of the pie. Okay, if you make it too wide, the spindle could pop out. Too narrow, there won't be enough oxygen in there to actually ignite the coal and start that continuous chain reaction of oxidation, rapid oxidation. Okay, so this handhold, this spindle, and this were all made from basically the same piece. Okay, the handhold, you want to drill that in right where the knots are in the branch, okay, because that's the hardest, densest wood, and you don't want that to catch fire. You want the board to catch fire. So you taper the very tip of the spindle to a pencil, nice and sharp, and the bottom a little rounded. Then what we did is we stuck a little bit of hemlock bark in there to help lube up the handhold to allow that slip and slide action. Okay. So this is awesome. This is awesome. It's always nice when you have success and you get a fire after it's been raining. Figure before I came out here, it probably had been 2 hours or so before the rain had stopped. And we did have a nice breeze, which really helped to dry things out just enough. But also we looked in all the right places. The lee side of the trees that weren't exposed to the direct rain, the underside of logs, and in this case the inside of a well-preserved and dried balsam fir. So, whatever you do with your skills, always keep testing. There is no failure if you learn. There is no mistakes in learning. So just keep going and have fun.